All right. Hello. It's been a while. Hello, Chaos. Hello, Rio. How's everyone doing? I understand I've been gone for quite a bit. I think actually about a month at this point, other than maybe one story time, because things kept happening. And I do plan to talk about that today. Because a lot has happened in the time that, like, within the past month, a lot has happened. So we will talk about that. But first, how's everyone doing? How is everybody? I will tell you that I still have a cough. Talking can still be a little strenuous. So expect quite a bit of coughing. Also, for us to not go overly long today because of how strenuous talking can be still for me. Oh my goodness, I keep opening up all of the wrong things. Anyway, so to really kick off how this month has been, how this past month has been, it's been a lot to deal with. I know at some point I said I was sick, and I think that was primarily on the Discord server. Because I did not have the energy to, like, go and talk to every platform about how I was not feeling well and yada yada yada. And that was amidst me also being like, hey, I think I want to move back over to Twitch from YouTube because YouTube is clearly shooting itself in the foot right now, and I need to make sure I don't have all of my eggs in one basket, right? So in the middle of all of that, I got really sick. Really, really sick. Somebody brought it home, and when you are living with somebody who is sick, it is only a matter of time before you get sick yourself. And that's what happened. And eventually, as it did with everybody, for me, it developed into bronchitis. And not in an extreme sense, but definitely in the sense of, like, I'm still coughing. And it's been a couple weeks since I was actually sick. And that is very, very normal when it comes to bronchitis. Not that I really want to deal with it. But when you're sick, you can't choose what you can't or what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with. But so I got sick, really sick, and I was sick for 2 weeks, meaning that I did not have the energy to do any of the story times like I originally wanted, which really sucked. I think the last time that I did a story time, other than the timeline's a little messed up for me, I'm not gonna lie. But when around the period that I was sick, I know that I did the stream with Ellie where we played Peak, and I had said that my voice had been really sore, but when I was playing that, I was, like, screaming, and that actually felt really good on my voice, and my throat, and just warming up the vocal cords a little. That was really nice. during the period in which I was sick, I spent a lot of time with people. Even if I couldn't talk, because there's at least one day where I could not talk because my voice actually went out. And I spent a long time with people. I got a lot of things like sorted for myself regarding what I want to do for some of my content. And that's primarily just understanding that I really, really want to do my own creative content. But I had other conversations that I will talk about later because they're definitely later in the timeline of this month. I got a base so I can make outfits, and I plan to do outfit commissions at some point because I actually really love making outfits, and the only reason I haven't offered making outfits already was because I could not be bothered to deal with human anatomy because it makes me really angry. Like, I would have probably needed to make my own base, but, like, I didn't want to deal with it. So, and somebody was like, hey, I love doing anatomy. Let me make you a base. And I was like, bet. And that was Riley. And so I got a base. I can do outfits now. I've been making a lot of outfits for OCs. I've been figuring out my OCs as well. But I have been doing a lot of outfits. And I plan to do more, and I plan to open those commissions soon. Speaking of commissions, I finally got everything together to put an application to be verified on VGen, which is a huge accomplishment. And I love that. And I'm really excited for that. Oh my goodness, hi! Little curse doll? Oh my gosh, what? Hi, how you doing? Coffee. Don't mind me, I'm enjoying. Good to see you here. I'm really happy to be here after not being able to be here for a month. I will say that not being able to do any of this for a month was actually really weighing heavy on my mental health for like a good while. I was gone for a whole month. Like 3 out of the 4 weeks that I was gone, I was definitely in a bad mental state, and I was like, I want to get back to doing that. I want to go live again. And my entire being was like, no. And I swear it sucked so much. It sucked being sick. It sucked getting bronchitis. I did not like it. Man, not today. Meh, not today. Oh god. I know that feeling. Yeah. I mean, one of the only things that kept me sane was being able to talk to people. And I would say that I've grown a lot closer with people over the past month, because like a lot of people that I hung out with, like they kept me fucking sane. And I'm really appreciative of that. And I got to work on, again, like, I got to work on my characters, on my OCs. And I have ideas brewing in my head, not just for OCs, but for, like, a mini campaign that I want to run at some point. I don't know with what system. I don't think it's gonna be. Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh, Ado, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Oh my god, 6 months in advance? Oh, hello, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the rate. Hold on, let me. How are you doing? Hi. Will this? Yay! I got it! Yay! Told you I'm very happy to see you here. Well, thank you. Also, hi, welcome in, Raiders. How is everyone doing? Also, I am literally just talking about the past month I've been gone from my live content. So if you want to stick around for that, that's fine. But if you need to raid and run, that is fine as well. Nobody was watching me, so no need to see raiders. Oh, honestly, it's a force of habit at this point. But how are you doing? How's your stream going? What were you doing? Sorry, my brain is fried. It's been so long since I've had a raid. YouTube does not give like any raids. Oh, thank you so much for the follow as well. Is there anything that I can call you? There's like a little note next to your name saying Everlasting Akari. But Akari, okay. So I will call you Akari. Thank you so much for the follow, Akari. Welcome to the Murder of Crows. It's good to have you here. And thank you again for raiding in. I'm still drinking my coffee. Let's close that. I was just playing some games, not really much. Well, I hope you still had fun with it. Oh my gosh, that emote. Oh, I need to update my emotes so badly. I need to update them so bad. They're so old. They're like a year old at this point. I don't know if I could do any better now, but I think I'd try. But going back to this past month, yeah, no, I got sick. I remember being out for like 2 weeks. In that time, in that span, I think I jumped around through a couple games. Like, I played Mystria, Fields of Mystria, and I'm almost finished with year 2 in that. I played a bit of Minecraft. I've played a bit of 7 Days. I tried that. Yeah, no, like, I jumped around quite a bit, because I was also creating in that time as well. I have so many outfits that I've done. Like, I did two outfits for somebody, and then I made a bunch of outfits for characters. I might show those off. Only thing nice that happened was me pulling a 5-star in one pull in Snowbreak. Oh my goodness, but like, in one pull, that's really nice. That's really nice. In the span of the past month as well, I watched the entire Neon Genesis Evangelion. Twice. And just a couple days ago, I finished the end of Evangelion movie, which was really hard to get through, especially with the way it starts. I know it's like the true end to Evangelion, where it's actually done like completely as the rest of the show as was, because the original last couple of episodes were done in crayon because they ran out of budget. That's what I heard, at least. So the end of Evangelion movie was like the last 2 actual episodes complete, and oh, they're rough. They're mentally rough. That show is mentally rough to get through. I There's sadly not really many people who watch mute streamers. Yeah, it's very much a niche thing. A lot of people go to streamers because like personality and stuff, but I don't know. I think that sometimes you miss out on just like the calmness of a mute streamer and just seeing the gameplay. Hopefully one day somebody will find you. I should drink water, not just coffee. I've had this water next to me this whole time. Wow, that tastes weird with the coffee. I watch mute streamers. Oh. I follow some. What games catch your attention the most when it comes to mute streamers? Oh, so don't mind me saying well hydrated. Don't really have a genre, if I'm being honest. Oh. On one hand, it's a little surprising. On another hand, like, it also isn't. I don't know. I guess it's about, at that point, it's really just about what about the game is interesting itself. I keep getting distracted. Everyone's here. I'm like, I want to talk to everybody. Some just do art, some play, some do whatever. That sounds about right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Also, in the past month, like, I have been doing, like, some introspection into what I want to do. And hopefully, moving forward, when it comes to content, I can actually bring everybody more story-related content. Something that I remember having a conversation about is... I'm not going mute. Listen, I'm here despite me coughing. Do you think I'm going to go mute? Alright, have a good rest of your night, Akari. But as I was saying, is that I have done a lot of introspection. I'm hoping to really expand upon my content especially in the live medium, to better reflect what I want to do, which, of course, as I've said before, is story-based content. I want to engage with the games that we play a little bit more, even if that requires me pausing and yada yada yada, and just breaking down the events that we go through, the story that we go through. And I want to find like a program. I might start off with like having Krita on the side for now, because I'm going to be writing whoa, writing out my notes. Holy hi-hiya. I'm gonna be writing out my notes. But and I'll probably start with Krita on the side, and we'll talk about the story and like what points that I think is important that we've gone through, and actually talk about the story from there. And that, like, I really want to do that. I think that would be really fun to do for content instead of just playing the games. We interact with the games by dissecting the story live. I really, really, really want to do that, and I plan to incorporate that at some point. Might start doing that with Cat in the Box. Is that our favorite storyteller, Crow Fashionista? I don't know, Haya. Am I real? Am I just a figment of your imagination? No, I'm actually here. With all of my coughing intact. You know what? What, Haya? What, Haya? You very well could be. I shouldn't be laughing. It's been a while. It's been a month. This is just what happens when you get sick. Oh, you know what? You know what? Well, while we're talking about fashion. And I was talking about earlier how I worked on quite a few outfits over the past month. I'm going to bring them up. I think that I will not bring up at least one because Twitch. I don't think I need to say any more to that, but I will bring up the others. I also got to talk about OCs. Alarzya is not real? No, I'm not. I was never real. I'm sorry. But no, I got to talk about OCs, and I had one of, I've had several of them, but one of them in particular get like, oh! Wait, purr, wait, I'm not ready for that. Purr. I mean, DM me, I guess? I am not prepared for that. I know hi Golden, how you doing? But I know I gotta honor it, but like, was I ready? No, I wasn't. I haven't completed a story in a while. You want to know why? It's because I've been super self-conscious about writing. I'm a storyteller, can't even write without feeling super self-conscious. You don't have a deadline for it. Consider me redeeming this as a warning. As a warning? A warning? What's the Wait, what's coming? What? Anyway, DM me what the fuck you want. We'll work something out. All right, back to me trying to get these outfits. And then this one. I hope I don't crash Krita. Oh God. Oh, Krita did not, my entire computer did not like that. I might have crashed Krita. I might have crashed Krita. Fuck. Try to open too much at once. Oh. One opened. The rest going to open. Can I even show this? Actually, you know what? We're gonna do something else. Open. I'm thinking what I want. I have two options, but since you need time, I'll give myself some time. All right, no, that's fair. That's... All right, there we go. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and move. Hi! Hello! God, okay, wait. Are you gonna be a pain? Are you gonna be a pain? I think OBS is going to be a pain. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why are you like this? Hold on. We're gonna... Oh! Hiya! Thank you so much! Oh my goodness. Why are you not working? Ah! Why are you like this? Hold on. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something weird real quick. Okay. Back to this. Come on. Wow. Wow. Rude. Give me... Oh. You know what? That played and I went, oh my god, I'm gonna drink my coffee instead. I'll drink water. Oh, that's so nice. I've been... One of the big things... Thank you, Haya. One of the big things about being gone for a month is that I don't have people telling me to drink water every 5 minutes. So it's like, I've been a dehydrated bitch. Also, what the heck is going on? Can we go back to the... Why? Why are you... Why am I having scuff right now? This is a weird time to have scuff. I'm just saying. Specifically with Greta. Hold on. Do I... Now that I've changed tabs, it's... Oh. It's still not. What is going on? Alarzya was hearing ever so slight, "Drink water, please," on the wind. Oh. Well, I went to minimize Krita and it crashed, so... If that says anything about why it's not working. For fuck's sake. Oh, let me go ahead and change... Because we're gonna go from chatting to art anyway. Let's go ahead and change that to art. Art. Hey, Krita, can you finish crashing already so that we can actually get back to something? It has... Oh no, this stream is Alarzya fighting Scuff. That was literally the last one too, right? Because I couldn't figure out how to turn down Final Fantasy IV or the after years. So it's like, what am I supposed to do with that? I still haven't figured out how to turn that shit down, by the way. Legit, just, I don't know how to turn it down. Oh my gosh, hold on. I gotta just go into... I'm being forced to go into my task manager! End it! End it! Okay, there we go! Speaking of, did you get a chance to play it on your sick leave? No. No, I didn't. I got too caught up in, Evangelion, honestly, and, like, playing Fields of Mystria. I've gotten pretty far in Fields of Mystria. Like, pretty far. Oh my god! Hi! Okay, Girly Pop just wanted to show herself today, I guess. Okay. First Ava viewing? Are you, what are you suggesting? What are you suggesting? I need you to provide context here. Also, real quick, this is the map we're working on today. I will be talking about it. You can't stop me from talking about my own creative things now. I have unlocked this part of my brain. I will not shut up. But anyway, yeah, so this is one of the outfits I worked on, so she decided she wanted to pop up here. I like the face in the middle of the map. That's not even a face! That's just a dot! Wait, or are you... What are you talking about? Where are you seeing a face? I'm so confused now. I'm genuinely, like, Dumb. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, no. Here's one of the outfits I worked on. I'd point, but you couldn't see it. Oof. You know what? I felt that. That hit me in the bones. All right. Oh. Can I actually open the other ones now? Hold on. Can I open the other ones without crashing, Krita? Oh my gosh. Here's another one I worked on. That outfit is adorable. Yeah, this is from my girl Selena. Hold on. Let me... I've been working on her profile too recently. So anyway, now you're back and I'm getting sick. Yeah, no, around the time that I got sick, a lot of other people started getting sick and they were like, how dare you? And I was like, Etty. So, but my girl, Selena, she's adorable. Oh, I got to play her on Thursday because she's my Thursday campaign character. Yeah, she's going through a lot right now. Where? Yeah, no, there you go. That's her. She started the campaign off in green. And then I gave her gray at some point. And that was really ironic because her dad died. And so she's been wearing gray up until, like, I finally put her back in green. She's the crafter, right? The crafter? What do you mean by the crafter? She's my blood witch. This is my blood witch. So she do blood magic. But she uses it to heal people mainly. She is the sweetest being. And I purposefully gave her that dichotomy of, hey, blood magic. A lot of people think blood magic is evil. Oh, she's like the sweetest person. No, you're fine. You know how much I haven't talked about my characters? I, like, legitimately, I haven't talked about them. You're not dumb. You're not dumb. I just... It's easy to get my characters mixed because I don't talk about them, and I keep that information really close to my chest. And so that means that when I finally do talk about them, it's like, what one was that again? Yeah. But no, this was, this is my blood witch. And I'm so happy to give her an outfit she looks so fucking cute in. It's like both really cute, really fits her, but really like attractive at the same time. It's been jokingly dubbed Hot Girl Era. So also, real quick, going back to what Per said, should I throw the OC story at the character I have as PvP? I don't know why I said it like that. That's the profile picture. Or Hunter, or for Ana. I will say that I am really, really, really unfamiliar with Hunter x Hunter, and I will probably flub way too much, and you trying to get me to watch it might be the equivalent of trying to yank out teeth. She does look good in green. Glad you brought more color. Yeah, well, it's a really interesting thing because I didn't clock it until recently that, so she's been it hasn't even technically for her been even, it's like it's almost been 2 months since technically she saw her dad again, and then he died in her arms, which totally was not traumatic at all. Totally wasn't something that almost sent her over the edge. But like, so this entire time she's been wearing gray because she hasn't known how to deal with that. And so she there's a lot of processing going on, but I think her moving into an outfit like this is very reminiscent of her trying to process and move forward with her life. Yeah, you should casually watch 148 episodes of Hunter x Hunter. No, no, no. I already have so much to catch up on. But no, I'd give you basic stuff for Hunter x Hunter. It'd work. Don't worry about watching. I just need to make a decision, and I'm very bad at that. Yeah, I mean, if you gave me, stuff, you'd probably have to fill me in on stuff like that anyway. I have gotten some lore recently, but not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Alarzya, rewatch it with us. I know Per is down. Oh my goodness. But, like, listen. I would probably be down more to do a rewatch of Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's not really Aina stuff. It's my stuff for Aina idea. What's your stuff for Aina? What are you planning? Also, I do have music. I have music up. I'm going to go ahead and grab that real quick. And I gotta turn it down. Oh, it's not even. Oh my goodness. Hey, you know what would help? If there's so much going on here. I'm pretty sure music does not get added to the VOD track. If it does, I'll cry, but I'm pretty sure I set it up so it doesn't. I kid, of course, I loved Hunter x Hunter, but it's gotta be at least 10 years for me to even think of rewatching it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 148 episodes is way too much for me. Like, it still took me, like, a couple days to watch through Evangelion, and then it took me a couple more days to rewatch it. Okay. So, why the heck are you... Okay, so... Also, I'm gonna make sure... Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't change that midstream. Might be a better idea not to play music then. I didn't realize I didn't. Oh, fun. I'll fix that for next time. We'll be doing more of these. I had shit set up and then shit got unset up because I forgot that Twitch is... Or not Twitch, but I had to do a lot of fucking around with the OBS. I don't want people to do Hunter x Hunter OCs, and I kind of got caught in that. Oh, yeah, that's right. She wants people to, like, talk to about Hunter x Hunter. which I don't blame her. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so right, so this was the one outfit I worked on. This was another outfit I worked on. Let's close that. Let's close that. That's the map. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and open. Going back to this folder. I'm so excited to do outfit commissions in the future. I just haven't made the posting yet on VGen. Because I'm a silly goose. Commissioning her to do my Hunter x Hunter character, hoping I can stop nitpicking my refs and just submit it already. What about the refs are you nitpicking? Also, this was the outfit I did for Wifey, or one of the outfits. I'm not showing the other one because Twitch. And then there was one more I did that I haven't posted yet. I'm going to at some point, but I just haven't posted it yet, and it's this one. This is for a character that I'm using to replace a different character in a campaign for the time being while that character heals up because something happened. I'm a slight perfectionist, so I go overboard getting refs for everything. You know what? That's very fair. I've been like that. Oh my goodness, water. God, I still love this outfit a lot. But it also means I take forever submitting anything. Yeah, I get that too. I think it took me like a while to submit one of my favorite pieces that I ever got for Iridia. And I'll get that. You know what? I said I'm not gonna play music, but at the same time, I can still play it for myself. There we go. Alright, where is that? So much talking. I miss talking to you all. Can I open as a new document? There we go. Yeah, no, this took me a while to actually get everything together because I had references for everything. Like, I had a reference for the table. I didn't actually have a reference for a chair. I let the artist actually go about that one. I had a reference for the dress. I had this entire, like, posing and setup. I made a sketch for that, and I sent it to the artist. Like, I got everything together. I have this as a tapestry, by the way. I have it hung up on my wall, like, right in front of me. And it did come out so freaking good. I'm gonna go grab that artist real quick. She's amazing. She makes amazing work. Recently, Pan has commissioned her again. And that means that I'm getting yet another piece from her. But I love this artist so much. Let me go ahead and grab her. There we go. Go check her out. But no, I love this piece so much. This is a couple years old at this point. So, and so I need a new birthday piece for Iridia because this was a birthday piece. I pretty much made the entire OC from Hunter x Hunter, but I forgot little, not very important part, personality. Sometimes you just gotta figure that out as you go. Hiya, get out. I can't. I got distracted. No, Hiya, come back. Hiya. No. You just made a bad pun. I'm sad now. My actions have led to this. All right. Anyway, that's all the outfits for now. And we're going to finally get to working on this map. I at least want to get this completely, even if it's a sketchy sort of format, I want to get this lined and digitalized in this story time. Tsundere streamer be like, I am not a tsundere streamer. I just told Aya to get out after making a really bad pun. Personified. My goodness. But Haya's also not actually allowed to leave. Also, I find it really funny. I put so much detail over here, and then you go over to like this continent up here, and it's like not as detailed. Yes, I am. Looks at Shackles. Oh. You're not allowed to leave. I lost the cap to my water. It's gone. I'm not going after. I'm not chasing a cap. Real quick. Also, I'll join Haya in chains. Haya's like the prisoner from Slay the Princess, and Per is like the hero going up to the extra chain on the wall. Wait, would that make me the narrator? No! You're on a path in the woods. And along that path, there's a cabin. In the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. Oh my god. I'm dying! I'm trying not to. I promise. Dying is bad for your health? Yeah, you don't say. Where do I want to start? Do I want to start with this I really don't want to start with the giant landmass. Make sure Oh, that would not be the right brush I want to use either. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not gonna be able to see it. There, that's good. Dying is great for your health. Signed, Necromancer! What you actually mean is dying would be great for the Necromancer's career. Alright, so, listen. We are getting to the point where I might start rambling. Where I ramble about this little world called Avitalis. Fucking hell. Per is not here for the rambling. But I may just start rambling about my little world. It is the main world I think about most often. But I have several worlds, but this is the one that I have, like, I think most fleshed out in my head. Which is funny, because let me tell you, that fleshing out resides mainly here. that little that little peninsula holds so much information. If I had money, I'd create a VTuber agency, and all of the VTubers would be some sort of undead-like. I would be the best necromancer out there. Oh, that would be so funny. That would be such a good, like, agency. Alarzya, want to see something neat? Absolutely. I love neat things. Wow! Oh no. This might be the death of me. Probably not actually, though. I'd stream myself to getting all the dark OC with some dark tatter robes and all. I would design that. I would actually be down to design that. I'd be like, dark robes, necromancer, let's fucking go. Check the DMs. Oh my. On one hand, I can see it. On another hand, I'm like, that's kind of cursed. That's kind of... How did you even... How'd you pick that out? Oh no, now I can see it. It's more like akin to, like... what, like, the faces you would see in a pumpkin carving. No one, my brain, look, a face! Hydrate? I'm gonna try. Like I said, I got bronchitis when I was sick. I'm still coughing up phlegm. It's awful. It's awful! I hate this! It's not the first time I've dealt with with having bronchitis, and I've had it much worse, where I actually lost my voice for an entire month. But, God, I'm kind of here about the work dimension. Hi, Ryu. Welcome from the work dimension. You are my audio as I suffer. Well, prepare for me rambling. You know what I realized the other day? I can't say that I can't make a throne at this point because of tax reasons. Because I can actually now take things, like, take the money I get from throne and, like, add it to a tax deductible. Because they're tips. Like, so, tips are, I can actually, not tax deductible, but like a deductible overall. It's like a tip deductible that I can request, right? When I do taxes. Which is really fucking weird, but whatever. I think it's up to $23,000. But, like, I can't use that as reasoning anymore with it, you guys. So, I guess I will set a goal, and if that goal gets reached, then I'll make a throne. And you won't have a time limit. But there's no point in having a throne right now for me. Oh, Lars, you doing taxes? What's the source of this income? Alarzya and Nunya. Nunya business. I always liked how taxes tell you to do them, won't tell you how, but will tell you if they're wrong. Yeah, that's, there's so much wrong with that system. There's so much wrong with that system. It almost smells like, and hear me out, because this is more just like a conspiracy theory that has no confirmation to it. It almost smells like, they just want people to go to jail. It's okay, boss. If I want to, I will just buy you whatever on Steam. You can't stop me there. The thing is, if you buy me something on Steam, that's a gift. They would be able to tax that anyway. It's the random items that are gonna get me. Also, good to see you, Storyteller. It's been a while. Hi, Mugen. Yeah, it has been a while. Expect to hear me coughing up my lungs. Because that is... You know, I really want to talk about it real quick. So, this little peninsula right here. This little peninsula, I'm gonna doodle it. Really? I'm like, I want to talk high as out here like, drink water, motherfucker! Alright, drink water. Give me all the lore on this map. So, really quick. This little continent right here is named Tremaine. It's a, why did I call it a continent? It's a peninsula. Right around here, there's a mountain range that cuts it off from the rest of the continent. And about down here, there's like a huge forest that is called Soltash's Forest. The working theory is that this entire area used to be connected. And at some point, this gap formed. And they haven't been able to do a lot of research in this area. Like, I say they, that would be like researchers from Lundis, but they have found like petrified trees coming onto some of the shorelines. Okay, I'll stop. No, you're fine. Also, I want you... I want you to look at the size of this. Look at the size of the map. And I say that because that peninsula is the size of France and Germany combined. That was my original notes on it. And I'm not changing that. So, this map is fucking huge. Yeah, no, like, I had to think about that, because if that's the case, like, this world is larger than Earth is, and I'm like, oh my god. And that actually changed my perspective for a lot of things, because originally, up here, so there's like, I'm also changing borders and stuff, but like up here would be Arkenstein, and then what would be starting around here and going all the way up into the left hand of the world, because this area right here is called the Hands of the World. All the way going, basically all the way up here was supposed to be Krividon. But that wouldn't make any goddamn sense with how big the world is. That's a lot of fucking land to control. Even though it's mostly like fucking ice and snow as you head further this, like, up here. So I gotta rethink a lot of, like, world borders. I'm also rethinking borders in general. Anyway, yeah, no, this map is fucking huge. For Fearmain itself, because it is about the size of France and Germany combined, it takes about, I think, walking, if you were to actually go from one side to the other and, like, to the mountain range, it would take about 17 days on foot, at a walking pace. And that's not even accounting for, like, stopping to eat or getting distracted, yada yada, right? And that's not even accounting for the fact that a reason why there's the working theory that these two sections used to be connected is because along here, or not here, like around here, would it be around here? Yeah, around there, is a forest, and it takes up the entire, like, pinnacle of the peninsula. And that's not, you can't walk through there because it's considered highly dangerous with a high concentration of magic and a high concentration of fae. So you can't even walk the entire freaking peninsula. Are the trees similar breeds? From what they would have found from the, like, petrified trees, basically, they have similar, like, it's like more like they have similar magical resonances, because they aren't, like, they haven't gone too much into DNA yet, but that and Lendis is more about the magic and magic research than it is about some of the other types of research. So, Faye, you say, time to go into the forest. Oh god. I love the excitement. Trust me, y'all want to hear this. I'm just rambling about this little area. So much happens in this small little area. Lendis is, like, right here. That's Lendis. And on the island is, like, a huge fucking city. And then probably a couple of other settlements that are, like, research facilities, some crops, that sort of thing. It's nice to see/hear people be excited for whatever they're doing. Yes, I love. I've been thinking about this, like, place for so long. Because, I've been thinking about running a mini campaign for, like, a couple days now. And it would be set in Pure Maine. And I know what the events are that are leading up to it, which are super fun. I don't I don't have a pitch yet. That's the thing, is I don't have a pitch yet. The sweet campaign. I have the name for it, which might be an interesting point for anybody. I'd play, but I'm a scrub in time zones. And you always seem really busy. I do plan to record the sessions and, like, post them primarily to just the server. Like, they're not going up, like, on like YouTube. I'm not gonna do that, but I do want to record the sessions and then put them on the server, not just for people to, like, listen to, but so that people can take notes if they need to. Hit me with it. Hit you with the title. I'm thinking of calling it Spring in the Deep. There you go. Theorize what you want. The entire campaign will take place in a small town. And this is why I haven't decided what system I want to run it with either. Because I don't think I want, like, that much combat. It's more of, like, a mystery. Sort of campaign, but we're gonna deviate from shapes here a little. Boss, my current campaign is massive on scale, so small scale one is a nice treat. Yeah. It's going to have some, like, connections to, like, some events that are outside of the town, but I don't want, like, something fucking massive. The world itself is already massive, and first of all, I would never hold a worldwide campaign in this fucking world. Like, that's... No. I think everyone would cry if I did that. I would cry if I did that. Lil Crystal. Technically, a worldwide campaign is what I'm doing with my Akashic. God, I forgot how to say that. With the records campaign, yeah. Oh, Ryu, I'm going to tell you right now. Soon. Outfit commissions. Though I only have a female base right now. But soon. Outfit commissions. I plan to do it soon. They're not I think I've said it before, they're not gonna be cheap because I do genuinely take so much time to just design. I was showing off all the outfits I've made already, though. Plus the one that I haven't posted yet. Which so really quick, I've also gone back to posting on Twitter, which I didn't really want to do, but at the same time I realized that not doing so would be biting myself. So I started doing that. And I gotta post everything that I've made there. And it's like, I have a backlog of so many things. I probably won't post commissions there, like past commissions there, but I will post like other stuff I've done. Also, I'll be on my own army of OCs that are female. I got ideas for yours in Pan, so this works out for me. Oh. As I always say, artist time's worth golds. Yeah. I also don't want to undersell myself now, even though like everything's like a sketch. So that when I do eventually probably raise the prices as I get more comfortable with my own skills, it's not something that's going to be as dramatic. I know that might upset some people now, but like if you're going to get upset about it, then I don't know, don't commission me. I don't know what to say to that. All right. Wait. I said I didn't want to tackle the big continent first, yet here I am. Bold of you to assume that bothers me. Yeah. I didn't think it would bother you at all. Honestly. In my experience, big continents are much easier to do. Yeah. God. So first of all, I don't know if anyone's noticed. It's called Avitalis 2.0. I had to redo the map because I didn't like the first one. So this is the second iteration of the Avitalis map. Also that res is a bit big. It's a big resolution, but I want to be able to take the sketch I'm doing and like chunk it out. Like be able to zoom in later so I can do the maps for the different like areas. Like I went into this with a plan of why I wanted to be or wanted it to be a big fucking map. Whoa. God. But like real quick, Why you whistling? Also, so this is a big map. I only have like a couple areas really planned out. I have this little island, which is Lendis. I have this peninsula, which is Fearmain. I know up here somewhere is Arkenstein. And it's really important that it's up here because it's actually a split off from this, which is Alprania, which is basically like a pirate nation. A bunch of people split off like a couple hundred years before like the main like quote unquote events happen. And what I mean by that is like before Rydia's born. A bunch of people split off because they were like, we don't really want to live a life of crime, and everyone's put into really dangerous situations because with the life of crime, the death rate or the rate in which people get killed or get into dangerous situations is like too much. So a bunch of people say that they got the help of their primary deity to help cross the ocean and then land somewhere here. And they created Arkenstein. And that's the reason I have that planned out is because like once they started like making or started really settling down and made like a little area for themselves that of like villages and stuff, some people actually went over to Fearmain, which was not named Fearmain at the time. And I'll hydrate. And like started doing research there, and because like originally like some people had actually split off from the group or that originally went to build Arkenstein, and they had accidentally gone this way. And so it took a while for them to realize, hey, like we're not with the group that we're supposed to be with. Like they landed and we're like, what? And like they realized that maybe we shouldn't be here because the fucking Fae. So they had to find their way fucking back. In which they only found their way back because of the said goddess. Human is the real threats to humanity. Yeah. But like there was knowledge of this area, so they sent researchers over to be like, hey, we should definitely go here because there might be some interesting magic supplies. And because, you know, the Fae, we can defend against the Fae, right? And they went over, and upon arriving, setting up everything, they got basically cut off from Arkenstein because Arkenstein was also in the middle of a huge political debacle. So they were like, actually, we don't want to deal with you anymore. Have fun. And that was the creation of Ivy Gate, one of Fearmain's first settlements. It's okay, I'll be a threat to the Fae. There's a lot going on. The Fae will make deals to get rid of me. That, I want that to be a mini module in itself. Like the establishment of Ivy Gate. Ivy Gate is also supposedly the only path into, because Ivy Gate actually refers to the Ivy Gate that leads into that section of the forest. It's the only way into the forest that is widely known, right? And so they kept sending adventurers in there, or like they kept sending people in, and those people wouldn't come back. And it's like, wait, what the fuck? And so it was like, oh shit, and I want to make a little like module going through the taking care of the threat, basically, so that Ivy Gate can be established, because the people there are going to be forced to stay there because they have no way, they don't have funds to get back to Arkenstein or the supplies to get back to Arkenstein. And a lot of the people there get really fucking pissed off that they basically get ditched by their own fucking government. Sorry, we don't want to deal with you anymore. Okay, go fuck yourself then. No, you were stuck with me, Haya. Oh my god. You know, I never realized how much lore I actually have in my head until I'm talking now. I have so much lore. What the fuck? Why do I have so much? Why haven't I written this down? It's okay, the Fae will be stuck with me too. Oh my gosh. Y'all are still going on about that fucking Fae! You don't want to deal with the Fae, they're bugs. The Fae are canonically bugs here. My brain would not hear Wolfenstein when it's talking about Arkenstein. Here, wait, hold on, let me spell that out for you. That's actually... I said stain. That's Stein. Arkenstein. It's a stain on the existence. No, it's Arkenstein. I'm gonna be a stain on the Fae. Oh my god. What's your vendetta against the fucking Fae? Also, what the fuck? Bug layer or not? Yeah, no, the Fae are bugs. The Fae are bugs. I'm taking heavy bug inspiration for the Fae. And no one can stop me. Also, wait, my music! Alright. What do you mean, wrong word? Ryu, are you wanting to take the Fae into a private space with you? I need to ask this now. I need this clarification. I wouldn't blame you, but like, I need to know. Can I show you my lights? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's, yep, no, I should have expected that. I didn't know why I didn't. Oh. I'm so ready for this coughing to stop. Is that one continent done? Not continent. It's just a landmass. Because it's actually 2 continents! Which I am going to... rename at some point. Okay, I'm gonna, like, Haya said earlier... Oh, hi, Haya. Thank you for the hydrate. Haya said earlier that this area right here looks like a face. But I'm going to tell you, this looks like a dragon head. You want coughing to stop? I want more 7 days shenanigans. Are you, is that a suggestion or a threat? It's Crescent Island from Final Fantasy VI. Source, I made it up. Oh my god. Stop making this shit up. I'm debating if all of these squiggles actually makes this look good. I don't know. I mean, it is just the sketch. Like, me interpreting what I put down on the page originally from probably 2 years ago at this point. So... I'm threatening your cough. I don't know. I guess I just need to complete the rest of the map before I make that decision now, don't I? It looks like... Oh, wait, how is... Hold on, I'm gonna look at something. Oh, yeah. I was like, I forgot what... I mean, I guess, like... I guess the world map is that bumpy to begin with. Like, has that much, like, texture to it to begin with. I just don't know if it looks, like, good. I might fix it up a little bit when I do a secondary sketch. It's a shame today is my bi-weekly EDH meetup, or I would suggest it later. Oh, yeah. Because I do want yours and Pan's opinion on some lore stuff. Ooh, lore stuff. Meanwhile, I'm like, have lore. Have the nonsense lore that I've been making. I say nonsense, it has a lot of thought behind it. Like, it makes a lot of sense. Like, oh, well, there people went down here and then they went back up. Yeah. God, the movement of people is such a weird thing. I also love the forest in this area because it separates the 2 continents. that forest is, like, not considered part of either continent. World building lore is not nonsense. Triad, hi! Oh, I should not have gotten that. Whoa. Okay. Hi! Hi, how you doing? That was a pitch. I didn't think I could go that high with all the coughing I've been doing. I do. Actually, yeah, no, I think I will be editing some of the... grooves when I go to tackle the secondary sketch of this. The secondary sketch is probably going to be where I put a lot of the, land masses and stuff. And I try to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like, so real quick, right here is the Frozen Isles. I actually have Pan working on something here. Like, I gave her, like, a small, like, chunk of land to, like, claim as her own. And she's gonna be making, like, a country, basically. Because I highly doubt you will exist around 4 a.m. my time. Yeah, probably. I'll probably be dead. You did catch my stream. You're catching me rambling about things. And doodling. Oh, I was like, did I do that on the right layer? I did. I would have cried if that was the wrong layer. Save? Oh my! You're so right! I was gonna say, I want to do more, content like this where I just talk about, like, shit in my worlds. I think, because I have this map, but the next map I really want to tackle is VO4, which is, one of my post-apocalyptic, worlds. I haven't had lunch or breaks yet. Ryu? And it's 8! Help League is fucking me today? I can't help with that, I'm sorry. Hope you've been good. I've been alright. I was sick for like 2 weeks, and I've been recovering. Would you be willing to help me flesh out a world I'm making later? Food can be had later? Oh my goodness. What are you hoping to flesh out with the world? Like land masses and stuff, or? Got no money for the change. Jingles in my pocket. God, I love the Crane Wives so much. Literally my favorite band. Land structure in masses, yes. Ooh, sure. League treated me a little right last night. League is a finicky beast. That's coming from somebody that doesn't play. Also, we're gonna have to make sure this dot's here. Teehee, I'm not gonna explain it. That dot remains. Money for the change jingles in my pocket. I want you to note that I am, like, this is a fantasy map. Yeah. This is primarily for my use. Like, this is not the map that would get used anytime soon within the world. Because it wouldn't make any fucking sense to. There's a lot of people, like, over here that wouldn't know about this fucking continent right here, right? This world is way too fucking big to, like, know all the continents, especially at this point in the... A dot in the middle of the map? Damn, I wonder what that could be. Apparently I don't, because my brain is not braining. Brains do that. I might take the early out and not take a lunch today. Oh my gosh. World size means that why would one person know anything about the other side of the world? Yeah, there's already so much going on with this area alone. With, like, Oprania, Arkenstein, and Firmain. And also Lendis, which is not a part of their continent, but Lendis, like, because of their research into magic, like, they see Firmain as a huge point of interest because of the forest there, especially because it's based on their research. Not that anybody else would know this. That forest is technically corrupted area. That's not a normal, that forest is not a normal occurrence within the world, even from their research of, like, even the forest here. It's only a 12-hour shift, nothing new there. For you. it's a little, no, I fucking see it! It's a little duck! I love it. Duck. Duck spotted! Duck spotted. Also, a little bit more of a recent thought. Because I know before I was talking about Patreon. And... Sorry, I started hearing Crane Wives again, and my brain went, Crane Wives. God, I need to, like, get the music sorted so you can all listen with me, because Crane Wives. Anyway, no, I've been thinking recently, and there was something that gave me the idea of, like, I will do content where I ramble about things like my worlds, like what I'm creating, yada, yada, yada. But on Patreon, I'm going to... If I'm doing, I want to do, like, Wikipedia style, entries. Or not Wikipedia. No, it is a Wikipedia. Or an encyclopedia. There we go. It took me a second. But no, I want to do, like, encyclopedia, like, entries where I have my written stuff and it's there on the Patreon. Which would not be a very often occurrence, and those would still be subject to, like, changing, but, like, at least then Like, that's interesting content, and it keeps one of my big fears about releasing my stuff is that people will just take it without my permission. So putting it behind a paywall like that is going to but greater, or put a greater like lock on that information. But like, I could talk about the vermaculian and all the different types of vermaculian over there. And then when I post on the socials, I'll actually do more like a ramble style of content regarding my my stuff. It's just something I've been thinking about because I still want to get into video content, and so I want to get Patreon done as quickly as possible, but it's still going to take a little bit. All right. The island or island nation the size of the Vatican. Listen, so wait. So this area right here is about the size of France and Germany. This is probably about the size of one of them. Like either France or Germany. Oh my gosh, wifey! Yay! Also, thank you for the hydrate. This is my last little bit of water. So what you're saying is I need to do budgeting again, understood. What? Budgeting? Why are you budgeting? The Frozen Isles. For the lore, oh my goodness. I have so much lore in this one world, and it's not even like, the thing is first of all, I know where dragons are. I know that dragons are like in this world. There's dragons. They're connected to the sun. They would be around this area, but I haven't decided where. And they have a peaceful coexistence with the humans that live in that area, or kind of. They like one of the actually, it wouldn't. Wait, hold on. That kind of just made me realize it would not be this continent, because that continent, it's fucking huge, right? But there's a massive just thing going on here. That's with one of the actual major pantheon oh yeah, that's right, because I was talking about Patreon. Anyway, there's like a massive thing right here for with going on with one of the major pantheon gods named Clinkrith. And because as the stories go, she killed an entire minor pantheon and succeeded the throne to an entire country, and is then letting it fucking stew and letting the people there stew on her actions. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on other than it's a political fucking mess, which fits with what she becomes a god of. But and there's like another like kind of political mess, because like she comes from around here. And there was originally like a lot of smaller like groups of people that would live about, and eventually, and I haven't figured it all out, but eventually there was like a civilization building here, and they traveled outward and eventually got to this area, and they were like, these people here were touched by the gods, and we want to take these people and assimilate them into our culture. And we're going to do that by stripping them of their culture and forcing them into ours. And it's very fucking horrific. It's really bad. Which is the side of Poland? Neither. It's such a fucking mess. But yeah, no, so she was part of one of those small groups of people. Which is the size of Poland? I don't know. I need to go look at Poland. My brain, hold on. But yeah, no, so Clincurth was originally part of one of those like groups. And what happened was when her home eventually got invaded, she was a child, so she was like taken away from her home and then raised to be the wife of one of the gods of that minor pantheon I was talking about earlier. There's a lot of fucking bitterness there. But anyway, I think about her a lot because she's like one of my more tragic characters as well. She literally falls in love with one of the other gods just for that god to die. I say fall in love, by the way, but it's a very toxic relationship, because the way I describe it is a frenemies with benefits. Take it as you will. It'd be funny as fuck if you made the dot in the middle literal Poland. I mean, that would be funny. You're right. Frenemies with benefits. They act like they're on good terms, but they're actually both out to use the other, and it does lead to situations where they might try to kill each other, you know? I fucking adore them. I adore their relationship, by the way. Not because it's healthy, but because I have an unhealthy obsession with, toxic lesbians. I love that shit. I'll eat it up. They're like my second. No, they were the first. They were the first toxic lesbians I created, but they're like, I do think about them. I have another set of toxic lesbians, and that's just even more fucking toxic than those two. Boss, do I need to remind you of my preference? Yeah, you're going to need to remind me because I don't know what you're talking about now. there's been like several conversations or several tangents that I've had. Also, I said I wasn't going to go for too long today, but I'm having way too much fun. So I might go for just a little bit longer, as long as I can have a break right now. Yandere supremacy. I wouldn't even call it yandere. Like, actually, no. One of them does have a yandere. And it's really bad. I would definitely say it's more like she's more yandere. She literally one of my toxic lesbian couples is a noble woman and one of her servants, and her servant literally, like, they start having an affair with each other while the noble woman infinite Alarzya glitch, throw in lore, add some water, and presto. Yeah, go as long as you like, boss. I'll be here. Yeah. I'm having so much fun talking about lore. I think I just wanted to talk about lore. I think the entire time the hack to me really enjoying stuff is to get me rambling about things. Remember to mention toxic lesbian relationships too. Yeah. Let me talk to you about my toxic lesbians. I need to preface that I do have healthy lesbians. I do have healthy lesbians. And I have healthy, like, sapphic relationships. But the toxic lesbians, y'all. I love this stream was born from the lower side of Alarzya's brain finally growing bigger than the sick side. I'm still coughing up my lungs. but I wanted to work on this map. I wanted to talk to everyone. I wanted to talk about what happened in the past month, and then I was like, lore. Why do you have healthy ones too? Because, like, having a mix of both is a lot healthier for my brain than obsessing over the unhealthy ones. Also, I love my healthy lesbians, okay? I love my healthy lesbians. Literally. Oh, agile. Literally, like, Rydia is one of my healthy lesbians. Even though she's a bitch. Just because you're a bitch doesn't mean you can't have a healthy relationship. Yeah! You know what? With the ad break going, I might go ahead and take a break real quick. Because I really need to get more water, more coffee, and stuff like that. So, oh my god. Oh. Well, thank you, Haya. Thank you so much for gifting Ryu that sub. It's you and now. Oh my god. No, I think the ads still run. Like, he still gotta get through those ads, then after that. Which is unfortunate, but... Anyway, no, I'm gonna go take a break, because I really need to. In the meantime, please, my crows, get up, grab a snack, grab something to drink, get cozy, and don't cause too much chaos without me. I'll see you all in a little bit. Alright. That took a little bit longer than I expected. Thank you. Hi. So, why are we committing OSHA violations? What's going on? Let me go ahead and start my music up again. Easy on the eyes. That's concerning. All right, let's see if Krita's gonna work. Okay. Okay, thanks, Krita. Thanks for working the first time this time! Earpiece while operating a forklift. Ryu. Ryu. Thank you, but also, oh my god! My desire to sing is hindered by the fact that if I sing too much, I cough. Don't die. I'm trying not to die. I don't think dying would be good for anybody here. At least my death. I think everyone would be like, no! She just came back! And I'd be like, oh, damn it. Arm. No sad hamster, okay? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere for, like, probably at least the next 40 minutes. I'll take one for the team. No, you won't. There is no taking one for the team. So many lines, such a big canvas. Whoa, that was a weird line. Kind of like that necromancer idea. That was a good idea. But how are you going to go about it, Per? Did we become these sinking stones? When did we build this broken home? Each other like ransom notes. I've done forklift over 6 years. This isn't new. I mean, as long as you don't die. You're not allowed to die either. I won't. I have no money, no skills, no experience. So, how do we get you those skills, Per? And how do we get you that experience? I can't say anything about the money. Money's a weird thing. Ryu's the dude who has a ladder on a scissor lift on a forklift. You know what? No, I'm not entertaining that. Oh, stretch! Hi, Mugen! Hydrate! Oh, you're so lucky I just came back with water. I'm stretching. Alright. Water. And I'll go ahead and save. It's saving. I was waiting for that. I am making sure to specially take care of myself this stream. Partly because I'm still coughing. I can't be too risky. Especially when I want to talk about the lore, which is, like... I need to make more world lore. I will neither confirm nor deny that. That's a good response, Ryu. Itchy hydrate button finger. Oh god. I think also the clip of me getting a bunch of hydrates at once is nearly a year old at this point, by the way. I think it's been a year since, or almost a year since my debut. Which is fun. That's fun. Oh my god, it's been a year. It's been a year. Drown, redeem. No, that's not happening again. Alright. I will live. I cannot die now. There's so much lore to be made. A shame you set a cooldown on it, but I'm glad to have been part of it while it lasted. Yeah, no, that event was the event that led me to realize I really do need to have a cooldown on that. I don't want to drown. I'm not a fish, I don't breathe water. I'm a crow lady. I don't feel like drowning. Real storyteller hours. I'm finally living up to my name, everybody. Everything can be a fish once. Hiya, that's dark. That's dark. Just like, hey, did you know that you could technically drink bleach for the rest of your life? I don't suggest it at all. Actually, I would say don't fucking do that. But like, technically, that's not wrong. That is factual. Everything is edible once. Fresh pufferfish. I'm trying pufferfish straight from the sea today. That is also something you shouldn't do. You are also not a dolphin. Also, I'm immortal, boss. I have a list of things that failed to kill me, and it grows every year. What the fuck are you? Genuinely? What kind of dream through your brilliant glass I see? Is it fascinating? Oh my goodness. It's a good song. Too bad the anime it came from is interesting. Now, you know what? I'm a little dry on the lore right now while I'm working on a continent that I am not familiar with at all because I haven't worked on it at all. So, tell me, what is your what is your most cursed anime that you've seen? Because I could probably name one, and surprisingly, for those who know me, it's not Vampire Knight. cursed anime, define cursed. You know, I'm gonna leave it as the broad definition for now. But the mention of Vampire Knight might give some clues as to what I mean. So, we're definitely leaning towards kind of the bad way. Because I got two that are kind of like up there, and like that's pretty cursed. And one of them is the Corpse Party anime, because that shit sucks, actually. That sucks. I sat down and I watched it with somebody. I was like, this is awful. This is bad. The Corpse Party expanded universe is weird. Have you seen Ghost Stories dub? I have. I actually have. But like, that's pretty cursed. It is pretty cursed, but it's not. It didn't make me go, ew. I like Corpse Party, the first couple games at least. Yeah, I like Corpse Party, the first couple games at least. But no, I have seen the Ghost Stories dub. And like, on some level, I can see why they decided to dub it differently, because nobody in the West would understand the stories and the lore behind all the ghosts because it's Japanese ghosts. But like, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. It's literally it's a cursed anime, not because like it's bad for like the dubbing. It's just cursed because people were dumb and didn't communicate, like, and didn't care to communicate. As for bizarre anime ideas, Midori Days, or maybe Akikan and Pupa. Midori Days? I haven't. Actually, Midori Days and Akikan, I haven't heard of. Pupa sounds familiar, though. I have a really cursed one, but I need to remember the name. So give me time and I will DM you later. You know what? That's fair. The one that I think gets the most cursed to me, other than the Corpse Party anime, because that's just bad, is actually Magical Girl Racing Project. I sat through that entire thing. That is just no. The only people who would probably enjoy that show are people that would enjoy that show, if you know what I mean by that. Midori Days is about the protagonist's other hand being replaced by a girl. Akikan is about soda cans that turn into girls. What the fuck? Pupa's plot is that the big brother has regeneration and the little sister has to eat people or she dies. You guess what happens next. Okay, yeah, no, those are pretty fucking cursed. That's pretty cursed fucking plots. Yeah, no. 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 My favorite song just came on. Yeah! A century and the plague has spread. Suburban hell for the living dead. Akisora is cursed. Oh god. Magical Girl Raising Project is just another one of those. Oh, Madoka made a bunch of money shows, like, yeah. Magical Girl site, yeah, Magical Girl Raising Project is not good. The thing is, it's not even written well. It's literally just grotesque for the sake of being grotesque. Also, I got some music I can toss your way later. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, but going back to that, yeah, no, Magical Girl Raising Project really just, I will say, I prefer Magical Girl anime when it's played straight and not subverted. The thing is like, I understand why Madoka did it, because at the time it was actually a new concept and they actually did it really well. Gotta hop out, gotta be up early tomorrow. Welcome back and have a good rest of stream. Thank you, Haya. Have a good rest of your night. But like Madoka actually did their subversion very well, and it was really thought out. And while it was a subversion, it was still like a really good overall magical girl anime, right? So they still played to the book of like, hey, these are still magical girls. Like they're still trying to save the fucking world, yada yada yada. And like they did it in a really good way. And like their subversions were just really good, and they built up their twists really well. And they still left plenty of like questions, which is why Madoka works. Something about Magical Girl Racing Project is that it doesn't work because it doesn't work because the subversion is literally just, what if magical girls just died? Like, there's no point to the deaths. Like, once the plot gets rolling, everyone drops like flies. It's just, there was no thought put behind it. And that's the thing when it comes to subversions, is that subversions only work when you put thought behind it. So when you have things like, again, Magical Girl Racing Project or Magical Girl Site, they don't fucking work because they don't understand what a subversion actually is. And so you just get basically torture porn. And it's like, that's just no. Also, hold up. My phone dropped. My phone dropped. I don't know why. I'm gonna put that right there for now. That was a bad phone. Bad phone. Anyway. I gotta turn that off, and I feel like it's too textured. The phone is escaping. It's not allowed to. It's not allowed to escape. Like I might go wild. Your print makes me alive. Thank you for your smile. But yeah, no, I think that's too textured. So, can I escape my job? Do you want money? Because, like, that's the main question there. Do you want money? Also, I'm not taking lunch, I'm taking the early out. Alright, you know what, that's fair. You know what, I'm gonna keep this for now. Even though... oh shit, I just realized something. I realized that I'm dying. Yay! No, I realized I missed that line there. There we go. No dying, too much stuff to do. You're right. Yay, you're dying! Oh my god. Too much lore. Too much lore to care about. So real quick. You're not allowed to die. I'm not done with you. Wow. That's vaguely threatening. Okay. Okay. No, thank you. Real quick. I actually want to go through and label some things before I make changes to this map with a secondary sketch. So, real quick, I want to name... I know Krividon should probably... do I want to make Krividon... I might do Krividon here. Blech. Benevolent threats are my specialty. I did not spell that correctly. Don't you love it when you name something and then you're like, wait, I named that. What? But I can't spell the thing that I named correctly. Hold on. Where is my private server for this? Oh my, so, ooh, no, hold on, I had a thought. I do have pixies on my list of, fae, right? Because, like, obviously, that's, like, an obvious thing. What if they were based on fireflies? That was just a thought. Anyway. That would be so cool! Little firefly pixies. I think I might do, like, creature design at some point. Would I be good at it? Probably not, but... Firefly pixies? Yeah! Firefly pixies! Remember that the Fae are based off bugs. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah, that's right. What was this fucking named again? Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. I did not spell that correctly. I was really close, though. Also, don't ask me about that name. I don't know where it came from. I just spat it out one day. Oh my goodness! Ryan! Hello! Welcome in! Oh my goodness! Hi! Welcome in, Raiders! Hello, hello! I am Alarzya, also known as the Storyteller or the Queen of Crows. Welcome in. I am just sitting here working on a world map and rambling about my world. What were you up to, Ryan? Thank you, Mugen. And, also, for those coming in, if you need to raid and dash, please feel free to do so. I understand that streams can be exhausting for the streamer and the people watching. Also, boss, I can't speak when it comes to name generation. You know what? Yeah. Hi! What were you up to? Hope you have fun, Alarzya. I'm not going for too much longer because I'm still coughing up my lungs because I got sick. But, yeah, just naming things on the map might start a little reworking of the world generation. Was playing Uma Musume. Ooh, did anything interesting happen? Oh no, hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I'm just coughing up the remnants at this point, so hopefully, like, the cough goes away soon. I know bronchitis can take a while to clear up. I think 3 weeks is like a normal amount of time for bronchitis to clear up. There's a tournament going on right now. Ooh. Like, is it just a ooh, thank you for the head pat. Is it just a like an in-game event, or is it like a tournament between players? Side Games has my number as usual. In-game event? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Still PvP. Oh, ooh. Did you win? Lindus. Okay, I have played Grand Blue Fantasy for far too many years, boss. What? Does that have, like, weird names in it? Like, big freaking names? I went twice with about more than 20 attempts. That's about a 10% chance, so I can imagine there's a lot of people that, are really, really focused on the game. But listen, at least you won. And that's something to be proud of. It took me about 40-ish tries. Yeah, no, with the player base, that's not surprising at all. Because I know people go hard at that game. There were a lot of OP people. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I still say at least you won a couple, because that's amazing. Lots of whales in Uma Musume. How did I spell that? It's like a combination of different French words. Which, do I even want to keep that? I'll be going now. Have fun. All right. Have a good night, Ryan. Thank you for raiding in and stopping by. It's nice to see you. All right. There is the forest. When you're done with stream, if you want to vibe in VC, I'm down. I might. I'm really like enjoying doing. I tried playing Minecraft yesterday, and I opened up the game. I didn't even last 5 minutes before I closed it again and started working on something. Which I think I was working on Selena's character profile for a while. So, because I'm trying to update all my OC profiles so that I can just have them ready and prepared. And I'm trying to do like the toy house ones, and then I'll probably move to doing the ones on my VGen profile. That way there's like 2 places for the information, but like one is a little bit more detailed and has more of the pictures that I get and stuff. I should do that myself. You should. Toy house is so nice. My big issue with it is that it is definitely like, it definitely needs more staff. It needs more staff. And I know theft is a rampant thing on there, and that the one staff member that works on the website does not take it seriously. Haven't touched mine in like 2 years. Yeah. I like the customization that comes with the profiles a lot. Like, so I make the tile patterns, right? Hold on. I make tile patterns for my characters, and I make tile patterns overall, and there's actually quite a few like codes that I can use that I can then use those tile patterns for, which is why I like making them so much. Oh my god. That just closed everything, or minimized everything. Goodness gracious. I believe. Should it be here? Yeah, it's here. Is it? Yeah. So I this is one of the profiles. Like I said, I've been working on Selena's profile. And like here is the like where the pattern is. It's all up in like these parts as well. There's actually some you can't see at the bottom here. So it's been really nice being able to do that, and I love just doing that. It's customization that I can't get with like say VGen. because it just doesn't have that type of customizability. It's also why I want to do more tiles overall, because I see the versatility there for being able to do stuff like this, but like not a lot of people do a lot of work on profiles for their characters. And it's like, it's fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, no, like this is somewhat of what her profile looks like. It is so clean. It's so clean. I also love because each one of these things up here are different buttons. So the appearance section is this third button up here. Yeah. Listen, I have so many codes saved. If anybody's working on their toy house and needs codes, I got you. But but so this is the appearance section. This is like the history section, so like backstory. This is the general like section, like likes, dislikes. And then this is the relationships section. Character lore, character creation, character profiles. Also, have this quote that is on her profile. I didn't have a better quote, but this one hits hard for this character. So no, I don't. So I think I might make Crividon. Whoa. I might make Crividon right here. So, real quick, Crividon is actually one of my more interesting areas. Whoa! Give me a second, please. Whoa! Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Ah! I'm drinking water, I promise. I promise. Oh, thank you for promoting me, Mugen. But woo! Thank you. Thank you. I'm in the process of dying, but I'll be okay, I think. Hope you get well soon. I'm trying my best. Again, bronchitis is just a game of waiting. Stop that? Stop what? I can't just magically evaporate the bronchitis. Anyway. Crividon. Stop dying. I can't magically evaporate my bronchitis. Crividon is my, basically, my settlement of vampires, which I am 100% inspired by, basically, gothic, kind of like gothic Victorian, but I'm going to add some more different elements to it. But like gothic Victorian, I guess, like design for their clothing. They live a long time, so obviously, like clothing wise and building wise, they're going to be a little more fanciful and a little bit more like quote unquote sophisticated, right? So the place I need to live understood. They do have like other races in the area. Gothic vampires, hell yes. Yeah, so it's like I say Gothic Victorian, but I actually I do want to incorporate a lot more furs into the designs instead of just having it be Gothic Victorian. Like, I want layers and I want furs because they still live, like, in an area that's going to get snow. Right. And it's going to be, like, it's heavy snow. They get heavy snow. So they have furs, and they have thicker, like, items, but it's like designed still, and it's dark clothing. So like Romanian design, maybe I'll have to look into it. Like something that's very common in these areas, or like, yeah, in like things in these areas is that there is a lot of furs that they wear, because of how cold it can get. Like, is there... So, real quick, I actually want to move this down a bit. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just realized how close Lindis is to Servius Cavadoya. Like, obviously, like, you probably can't tell, but they're actually very fucking close to each other. That is scary to actually imagine. Oh god. Anyway. I just scared myself. Do I need to move a dot? I might need to move a dot. Those are some always fun moments. Yeah, so... But I'm not going to talk about that right now, why that scares me. Because I don't even understand completely why that scares me. Like, I want that dot in the middle. But with the framing of the world, it doesn't make sense. Hold on. I also... Did you have a brain blast as well? A brain blast? A brain blast? Like that meme of the guy going... Psh, and like space coming out? Are you talking about that? You know, I will move that dot still. I'm moving that dot. No, I didn't. Okay. I am still moving this dot. When it's on the right layer. This dot's so fucking important. It is literally the most important thing. No, that needs to go down a little. It's the most important thing on the map! That's too big. Thanks for hurting my soul, boss. I think it needs to be a little lower. Ah. There we go. What was I talking about before? I got so, like, distracted by a dot. And, like, how close two things were. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Because, like, I might. Because, like, this is meant to be, like, where the... What happens if I put the dot here? Honestly, like, that is better placement for the dot, actually. What the... Ugh. Why is that better placement for the dot? I'm 90% sure you were on about toxic lesbian. That was earlier. I was on about toxic lesbian relationships, and I actually didn't explain them because I had to step away. Ah! I got jump scared. But I'm also sad now. A fly went into my coffee. I'm so sad. That's the last bit of coffee I can have for a while until more coffee's bought, and the fly drowned itself in my coffee. Small things can have importance, so dot makes sense to hold attention. Yes. Yes. Dot important. Oh my gosh, this is such a good song. I need to add to the list of things to fix my my OBS this upcoming week. Anyway, furs. This area up here, because this is on, like, the equator, so... And given how big the world is... right? Like... This is still really, really far up north. Oh god. This is still really far up north. So it still gets, like, hella snow. There's nothing but ice, or there's very little land and then mostly ice up here. And then that's, like, the case down here with those, like, islands as well. How do you manage to always get distracted? You're legit cursed. Because I have so many thoughts on my mind. So I want to talk about all of them. But then I'm, like, jumping around so much that it makes it hard to stay focused on one thing. But also, we're not going to talk about the toxic lesbians right now, anyway. Because we're here for the map lore. I'll talk about the toxic lesbians later. We call that ADHD, boss. Shut. There's no proof. No proof. Oh my god, wait. Ooh. Okay, I actually don't like Kirvidon being on that island. I don't like it I want it. Okay, so it's going back to the mainland. I'll have this island be something else. It's easy. So real quick, I understand it's easy to claim land when it's an island. So when there's like nations that take up just islands, that just makes my life easier. But there's like quite a few big islands. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you have Lendis and Aprania as well, but those were already taken out. Make your eraser bigger. I'm begging. No, I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna make it so much smaller now. As a fellow ADHD person, I can say with certainty you are one of my people. Ah! Don't say that. That's cursed. So, Krypton, I actually am. Oh, that is not the right color. Whoa, and that's not the right text size. I am going to make it up here. It's going to be, like, way up here. I imagine the vampires do want to be farther up north. There are people that live amongst the vampires to Krypton, and there's actually a society of like mutual trust and understanding. But if any vampire tries to leave Krypton, they do get hunted. There are vampire hunters. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. My body just had a very bad reaction to something. I might need to be right back. I will be right back. I am so sorry. I will be back. I promise. Anyway, while I disappear for a little bit, please get up, grab a snack, grab something to drink, get cozy. Don't cause too much chaos without me. I'll see you all, my beautiful crows, in a little bit. Alright, hi. I am so sorry about that. That came out of nowhere. Oh, anyway, I'm back. Hi. Hello. I may go for a little bit longer, but I think I will be ending soon. But we'll still go for a little bit longer. I'm still enjoying myself, but I just need to, like, take some rest soon. I've been at this for 3 hours already, and I did not expect that. Real quick. I am also looking at the map. Wait. Hold on, I'm going back and reading chat. You don't have as many obvious markers, but enough exist. Oh? What? I'm so curious now. Yay, one more community I can enter based on... Oh my god. I believe it's called Disorder. Thank you. Time flies when you have fun. Yeah. I still have so many thoughts. Like, I'm still having thoughts about earlier when we were talking about clothes. And I'm like, clothes. But I'm also like, I feel like I need to map out some of, like, the... some stuff. I need to map out some things. That's a little too... That is really fucking big. Okay. That's not spelled correctly. Okay. I remember the initial idea I had. What's your initial idea? What's the difference between an illness and a disorder? Well, the thing about when it comes to mental disorders is an illness implies that it's like quote unquote like it's a negative stigma where it's like, oh, well, we can fix this person, when in reality it's more of a disorder where the mental disorder causes, like, where like a normal person can like, as an example, where a normal person can schedule their time. Good night, cutie Crystal in chat. Oh, good night, Ado. Good night. Thank you for joining in. But whereas like a neurotypical person could, like, actually schedule their time properly, like they have good time management skills overall, and like they can like, with the proper skills, they can actually manage their time and actually manage themselves really well and stuff. Like, they don't give in as much to like impulses and stuff. Somebody, say, with ADHD does not have that same type of, like, or cannot do that same thing. They're more likely to give into their impulsivities. They're more likely to have time blindness, so they don't manage their time as well as like a neurotypical person. So the reason it's called a disorder is because it brings disorder to people's lives, but it's not something that's quote unquote curable. Our brains literally operate differently. Yeah. So in short, disorder is nature of mental health and illness is physical. Basically, like, there's a lot of nuance to it, but for the sake of simplicity here, yeah. A disorder literally is just, it's something that's not, like, curable, quote unquote. Like, again, illness has the stigma around it that it is a curable thing, and that's just not the case with mental disorders. I already mentioned a few examples, actually. Oh? I haven't eaten since 7-ish a.m., for example. Yeah. I know that can be part of time blindness, but also, like, appetite is really weird for people with ADHD as well, so. And my shift disappeared on me. Yeah. I'm being a freaking perfectionist about my letters right now. Ah! No cure, only adjustments to make things fit into societal norms. Yeah. I literally forgot to eat and brain just ignored it. Yeah. Oh, this is such a pretty green. I love greens so much. Also, I said I was leaving early and I'm still here. Oof. So I've been around people for a long time that have said that I have ADHD. Most likely, right? But the first time that I actually got told, hey, you might have ADHD, is I was explaining to somebody what happens in my head, especially with songs. It's something that I don't it's something I don't talk about often. Also, hold up. But it's actually very common for me to, like, if I have a brainworm for, like, a song, I have a section on the song that will repeat itself for weeks. Literally. And when I was explaining this to a friend of mine who has a psych degree, he went, that sounds like ADHD. And the thing is, he also has ADHD. So it's like... I have been diagnosed since I was 5 and have the CAT scans to prove it. Jeez. I'm team not diagnosed, but yeah, same, honestly. Yes, same! Literally, like... I find it really funny that I explain that, and it's like, that smells like ADHD, and it's like, oh... No, don't tell me that. Same with songs. Certain vocal tonal things scratch the brain just right. I speak nothing but truth. Also, I will literally listen to a song. If I like the song, I will literally listen to it, just it, for like hours, and then it just gets added to the playlist. It's really fun using half-truth or misdirection with truth. Oh my gosh. Want to go to her now. Same, and a month later, I find myself skipping the song constantly. Yeah, I've done that. There's a few songs I don't do that with, one of which being, like, one of my favorite songs, or not even one of my favorite song. I don't really like skipping. I really like that song. The only time I'll skip it is if, it's, like, played a lot during that day, and I go, I am itching for something else, but that's about it. I listened to the same song over 1,000 times in a row before. Oh my god. I don't think I could do that, but... But, like, yeah, no, I'll listen to songs if I really like it. Like, if it scratches the brain, I'll just listen to it for, like, hours. There's a reason some of my playlists are over 20 hours. Yeah, I get that. I get that so much. I want a I want something a little more up here. Oh, why did I write that as if that was going to be an F? Did I write that correctly? No. There we go. Did I write that correctly? God damn it. Yeah, I wrote it right the second time. I don't know why I'm... okay. I'm more subject to, if I'm listening to a song, I'm more subject to categorize the song than to actually, like, just throw it into, like, a random playlist or anything. Like, I categorize songs by OCs that I connect them to. And then I have scenes play out very vividly in my head. Sometimes, though, I don't have the songs connected to OCs, but world lore. And that's how I remember world lore, other than putting names to it. Because the only other way I remember things is if there's a name to it. It's like my brain's a filing cabinet. I can pull out like a drawer, like that's, say like it's a drawer named Avitalis, and I go through like the different events or the different names of things. Like I can remember a lot of what I want for Fear Main just by the name alone, and I can like pull that folder out and look through it. My playlists aren't random, they have purposes. Yeah, I was just trying to say like, yeah, no, I was just trying to say like, I know a lot of people like will throw like a song into a vibes playlist, like the vibes of what I want right now, and I don't do that. I associate it with like OCs and world lore, though. Like, I'm not surprised you do that too. What are biomes? What are biomes that are normal within this world? What are... I need to remember what biomes are. I'm doing general biomes, not like breakdown of biomes, not just yet, because that would be... Help, I don't want to go to sleep. I'll wake up with my throat in pain again. Have you taken medicine? That's the only thing I can say. Always a good question. You said you had a cold one for the vampires. Well, it's like there's cold areas in general. Kind of like areas where the sun doesn't hit as much. So an Arctic one, I have an ice/tundra already on the list. I'm also adding mountains because, like, suddenly underwater vampires. Let's go. Oh God. I think I also originally at some point I wanted to make vampires Fae related in this world, but I think I low-key kind of like do, but at the same time they kind of low-key don't. It's a really strange occurrence. Now I want to play Underwater Campaign. I'm like, I want to play a vampire. It doesn't need to breathe so I can walk underwater. Arctic and Tundra are two separate things. I mean, I guess, but... like... fine. I'll... Oh, whoa. I can't get over how this looks like a dragon head right here. I think a savanna is like needed here. Is the dragon bad? I cannot believe you've done this. No. That is... I almost didn't catch that. Is it two ends? Is it two ends? For Savannah? I'm gonna keep it at two ends for now. I think it is two ends. Yeah, that's my line! I am going to make that a little bit bigger, though. That's an awful S! Oh my god, why? I don't believe you, boss, because I'm your friend. Wait, what do you not believe? That I almost didn't catch that? I'm not lying! You know what? I'm looking up biomes. And then they're gonna give me the fucking Minecraft biomes. But then that kind of... Oh, they didn't! Tundra. Taiga. Mixed forest. Okay, so... what's the difference? Oh! Because, okay, so an Arctic is more like a polar desert. Okay, Savannah, tropics. That is something I do need. Tropics. But what is the difference between a tundra and a taiga? And then there's Mediterranean. What's the point of the what goes on in the Mediterranean biome? That's a question. Oh no, you clipped it. Okay, I missed a bunch of stream making this. Oh no. Make sure to put it in the clips channel, first of all, but like, oh no. I need to see this. Look, you cut it off! The way you cut it off! No way! Rainfall mostly? Wait, are you talking about the Mediterranean? Or is it the difference between the tundra and the taiga? Is taiga mostly rainfall? Huh. Mediterranean has temperature ranges and a certain kind of water. Oh! Okay. 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 Cutting it off is my specialty. So be careful. Oh my goodness. I'm like looking at a map of the world right now, and it's so interesting how many tropic areas are like in the southern hemisphere. That's so interesting. Why is it like that? What happened? I'm so interested. Huh. Hold on. I could fix that. There you go. I'm gonna leave that there for now. I'll get rid of it later. So desert, forest, tundra, plains, Arctic. Wait. But there's okay, so I might add a taiga. A taiga seems to be like the first area, or like it's like, so a tundra is like sandwiched between a polar desert and a taiga. So taiga, and then it's polar desert, and then it's, or not, it's taiga, then tundra, then polar desert. Oh goodness. I might have to end early though. Hey, I'm bleeding somehow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Please go take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and start moving to ending. So, because my body is having another reaction. I think I ate something bad and I don't realize. I don't think I can hold that. I have to be right back. I'm so sorry. Alright. I was not expecting that. I will go for a little bit longer because, like, I don't want to just end after coming back. How's my glove? There it is. But anyway, hi. Ugh. I need to pause soon anyway, though, because I need to eat something. It's almost like food time. I say as if it's not already 9 o'clock, but whatever. Alright, also, Pert, you're not flammable. Not at all. We're not setting you on fire. No. No. Not allowed. I'm gonna look at that map again. Huh. That's really interesting. What? Okay, hold on. Weird take. I'm about to have a weird take. I might have a really weird take here. Oh, I don't. No. Do I need that? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna... Oh. This is a really rickety line, but whatever. Hold on. Hold on. Per, I need you to watch. Oh, Garo! Hi! How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm still coughing up my lungs. I've been sick. And I've disappeared for a while, but I'm here. Also, Ruby! Hi! Did you see the Nintendo Direct? No, I didn't. Fuck you, not even lovingly. Anyway, Ruby! Garo, how are you doing? I had to deal with fever this week. Oh, oof. I caught something like a month ago at this point, and it was awful. It was really bad. And I had to deal with it for 2 weeks, and I've been dealing with the fallout for the other 2 weeks. Although I have gotten a job at the local healthcare department. That's nice. Nice. Has it been good to you? Also, I'm going to go ahead and actually up the size on this. Yesn't? Yesn't. Wait, hold on. I just read what Ruby said. I can't believe that Nintendo is making and sponsoring Japanese ambulances. Oh my god, I just read the joke. What the fuck? That's terrible. I like it. It's terrible. Okay, hold on. I don't have the patience for this. I got so distracted by making a line. I had to make 2 and then I have to erase 1. Boo 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 boo. It's a fun job, but being new to the job, I don't know much. And when people come in with real tangible problems and I can't do anything about it, it hurts my soul. You know what? That's very fair. And I'm sure it's really scary. But I think you'll get a hang of it over time. All it takes is a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, especially with yourself, and you'll learn things. Anyway, there is the supposed line for the tropics, or not the tropics, for the equator. Oh, that puts a lot of things in weird places. Not that I mind, but holy shit. Like, on my second day, a woman came in with a problem that the hospital didn't have room for her. For her son, who had been in a car accident. Oh my god! The dude needed surgery on his carotid arteries. Yikes! Oh my goodness. That's super scary. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so curious. Oh, it's... all I know is suffering. Oof. You know, I think I like that equator line. I think I like that positioning better. Oh, that makes things so fun. Ooh, I like that. And there I was, second day on the job, no idea what to do, except not panic. Yeah, that's a very stressful situation. I'd panic. Oof. Ugh. Oof. Oh, Evanescence. Oh. Why is Evanescence so good? So wait, so this would, hold on. So these would be like down here, and up here would be like the cold areas. Actually, that still makes the Frozen Isles the Frozen Isles. This is probably a cold area. The furthest point is here, but also... that means that this... wait. So, hold on. No. I'm trying to figure this out from a map perspective, because it's like, these two things are really close together, right? So this is... Hold on. I might not like that line placement anymore. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. What the fuck? Because the implication... Why make equator? Because that's where the sun hits the most. At the end, the Secretary of Healthcare managed to solve the issue, so that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Glad that got solved. Whoa. That's how Earth is. Yeah, I know. But, like, first of all, that's a boring. Second of all, makes me want to just turn map. I mean, if I keep it there, then things get really weird around here. I could keep it. Listen, I watched somebody put their equator, like, like that. I'm not joking. And so, like, it would be cold on these ends. The thing is that the planet doesn't... It is one of those... It's actually a weird situation where the star orbits the planet. More likely. I guess it can make sense. Thinking is hard. Thinking is hard. Because the thing is that if, like, we were to turn this normally, it means that this area is a weird spot, this area is a weird spot. Because the implication is that this will just connect over here. Hold on. Kind of like that. Basically connect like that. But my phone had an aneurysm. Oh. If I could actually make a globe and then, like, put the map around it and, like, see where this goes, then I get it. You want the dragon to be cold. You know what? I take your privilege away regarding talking about dragons. So I might keep the equator in the same place, because the only other like response I could think, like, no, I don't like this anymore. I might do just like the simple line across for the equator. This is hurting my brain way too fucking much. I take it you can't talk about dragons anymore. I need this to go back to that. I do still need like a line. I don't really care right now. I still need a line though. Weird ass line. Because I still need to really know where my hot and cold areas are. You can't do that? Do what? The equator could also be a big circle, but like, I know it goes around anyway, but take away dragons, maybe. Oh, maybe I like them too. The UN map is viewed from the top, which makes the equator a circle. What? Dragons are cool. Alright, I think, because I'm starting to be in pain again. Again, I think I ate something bad. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end. I'm going to read out to Rio Coinleaf. But I'm going to do that after I come back from taking care of the pain that I'm having. So, I am so sorry for having to end early. I'm not going to do my usual outro stuff because I literally can't. I do have to rush to, like, make sure I'm not in pain much longer. But I am going to end for today. I want to thank you all for coming back, for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun working on this map, and I can't wait to work on it more. Thank you for the head pats. Get pain meds, boss. No, it's more like, I ate something bad, my body is trying to expel it kind of pain. Like, literally. That's why I have to rush off. But I'll vibe in VC during my drive to my friends. It depends on how long it takes me to, like, make sure I'm not in pain. But we are going to read out to Rio. Again, thank you all for coming. It means so much. I should be able to have a more regular schedule next week, give or take what my coughing is like, but we will be doing stuff next week. I will be having another, like, I work on my world building things stream, so do look forward to that as well. I wish you all a good night, and may the stars shine brightly in your favor. I'll see you all when the next story starts. Hopefully, next week I can do proper promotion of myself, so that I am, like, getting back into the groove of things, and not in pain. I would not be in pain at that point. Anyway, have a good night, crows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, we're raiding out to Rio.